I love that. I really do. I do. I so love that. I really do. Just can I play it back to make sure I can hear myself, and I can. Well, good morning or good afternoon or good evening, wherever you are in the world. Hello. Welcome back to yet another Kelly Reviews Live on Saturday morning or day or evening, however it works for you. Welcome back. Today we'll be discussing what the big thing is that I got from Amazon. Makes me extremely happy. I'll give you a video of that in a little bit, but also wanted to also show you what I'm also reading. Um, and yeah, and what I'll be doing for the following week for, Thanksgiving week, and see how you guys are working out and doing things and being who you are. Yes. So, uh, yeah, it's been a very interesting it's been a very interesting week, to say the least, to say the least. But I'm happy. Um, I really am. Uh, so yes. So without further ado, I will share with you. I will share with you. Uh, welcome.
Hi, so I couldn't get past security. I forgot my badge. So it took me a while to convince them I was really
Okay.
belonged here. So, but it's like good to know. Nice to
Well,
know
I'm
they're
glad
doing
you
their
got
job.
past the security now. There you go. See, I pay them
Yep.
well.
Oh, good. I make sure. Make next
You
time
look
I have to make
strange
sure I'm on
to
the
them,
V.
I'm guessing.
I need to be on the VIP list. So.
Well, you pay me a little bit more, you'll be on the VIP list.
I'll double what I'm paying you now. How about that?
Um, well, paying goes in many different forms. So,
Well, we can work out. We can discuss that later over
so
handle.
how are you doing?
Well, I'm good. I finally got home about 2 hours ago and got the car unpacked and everything.
Okay.
So I'm home until next Saturday, and I do not have a free day at between any of them.
That
I have
sucks.
something. I have something booked for
Does that
every day.
suck? Is that good or is that bad or what?
I haven't decided yet, but
Okay.
I know that some people are. Some people, it's like, well, what about me? It's like you didn't make the cut this week. You did.
I was wondering if you're
Unless,
gonna come.
well, like I was having a hard time getting in.
Okay.
My laptop is being cantankerous, so I'm on my phone.
Well, welcome.
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 How are you doing?
I'm doing okay. I Wednesday. Yesterday I went to my chiropractor. I dropped off a couple books. Actually, um, in fact, instead of getting those two books, I'm gonna actually pull them up on here so that you guys don't have to lose me for a couple seconds. Um, you know what I mean? There we go. That's the one, and then I think there's one more that I picked up yesterday. I know there is. I know there is. I'll just have to go into my library and find out which one it was. I don't rem Oh, that one. Yes, never mind. I don't even have to go into that. I just have to go back into, I know what the book it is. So I'm just gonna pull that up quick and then get on with the show.
All
But
right.
Friday, yeah, I went to my chiropractor. I told him what happened. Uh, that Friday, I went to see him, and he, Sunday, I told you this, you may have forgotten. I mentioned this on my weekend reviews, that on Friday I went to see him. On Sunday, all I did was grab some socks from the drawer, because I needed to
Yeah.
go to Walgreens to pick up a script. My God, my back went out.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it was not good. He said, "Well, it has nothing to do with." No, it has nothing to do with you. It's my back. It's chronic. It's chronic. It doesn't matter if I see you when I see you, my point. I was like, well, it's not that he was getting defensive. It's just like, no, dude, it's not. hmm, You're not the cause of it. You're really not. It's like,
It,
well,
it happened.
I think, just like when I got what do you call it? It's very similar to when I got vertigo in the dentist chair because I was reclined so far back, and then when I came up, and all of a
Yeah.
sudden my world starts spinning. It's like, "Oh, what's
Yeah.
wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong?" It's like,
That
and then that
that
long
sudden
story
head
sh
rush. Yeah.
yeah, it was worse than a head rush. Oh my god. Have you ever had vertigo?
Yes, I had terrible vertigo after my accident.
Oh god. Yeah. Then it's not good. It doesn't make you feel, I mean, you're almost what do you call it? An invalid. Almost an invalid because you can't do anything. You can't you have no balance. You
Until everything settles down, you're pretty much stuck where you are.
Yeah, you're useless.
Mhm.
I mean that especially that weekend. I mean, there was nothing that I could do. I thought it was my sugar at first, and it's like, no, no, you're pre-diabetic, but it doesn't. It that would not be the same thing. Um, you could get dizzy, but I mean, it's an ever revolving thing. So and then and then of course, they called me on Monday and says, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, you guys, you guys aren't gonna give me a phone call on Saturday because you're not open, heaven forbid."
Yeah.
But anyway, long story short, I told them, "No, no, no, it had nothing to do with you. It's my back. It's my chronic back problem. I'll have it for the rest of my life."
Oh yeah.
Uh, So no biggie. It's over and done with. It's gone. It's done. It's not better. It's not healed. It's just it is what it is. I can function again. So
Yeah.
um and then well yesterday I was having a hard time getting up. He put me in on my back, and cracked my neck and stuff and all that stuff. And I was trying to get up, and it's like, you know, grab my bearings here because I'm like, I don't want vertigo. He says, yeah, yeah, it's possible you can get that. And I was like, yeah, yeah, I don't want vertigo. I don't need it. I don't ever blah. No,
Yeah.
vertigo is bad. Especially my last episode where I got sicker than a dog because, I got so gosh darn dizzy, and the walking actually had to give me anti-nausea pills. So it was
Well,
bad.
that is bad. Okay.
Yeah, it was just anyhow, so without further ado, guys, for those who have joined, which I'm assuming nobody has joined, so
Well, we have millions. We have millions of people right now watching us. It's amazing. They're standing out in the street.
so yeah. Okay, hold on. I gotta backtrack it up a little bit, and alright, perfect. Now we're gonna open up the screen so that you can see what the hell I'm doing. And the share um share the screen and share the audio. Not like it matters, but there we go. There we
We share
go.
the audio in there. So
Guys, don't mind my house. Okay. This is this is the piano I got yesterday. Isn't it beautiful? I need to order whatchamacallit. I need to order the MIDI thing, but well, here's a C, here's a D, here's a G, G. I can't even think. G, C, D, E, F. I'm so happy with this. I am beyond happy. Thank you for joining today. I really do. I really do. So on with the show. Wasn't that
I like.
cool?
Now, what are the other colors on the keys?
Oh, I actually got I got 2 sets of keys. What do you call it? Those stickers from
Yes.
Amazon. I have the others they're placed on my keyboard in here, which is right there. And I don't know if
Okay.
you saw that, but it's right there. The first set was the first set is on that, and the MIDI cord that's attached to this does not attach to the other one. It's like, okay.
So the color tabs are the color tabs are for certain keys and certain notes.
Right. That
Okay.
this one behind me is 61, I think, 61 keys. And the one
Okay.
in the living room is 88 keys. It's the full
Oh, you got a full
keyboard.
size. Okay.
It's a
Yeah.
full size. And honestly, it's a lot cheaper than an upright regular piano. Number one. Number two, it it's it sounds identical, if not near identical, to an upright piano. And it arrived yesterday. Um, I I was pleased as punch to get that. The UPS driver brought it in. It's like, well, is this gonna be okay? Because there was like a little indention, in the box. And I says, I hope so. He says, I hope so too. And I'm like, well, you're right there. Can you just bring it in here? Because it's over 75 pounds. I'm like, dude,
Yes.
I'm not gonna break my back on that. So I'm glad everything worked out. He brought it in the house, and then after that, um, I brought in the bench that I bought with it. So it doesn't
Mhm.
have the bench doesn't have any extra blah 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 to it. It's just a simple bench. I'm like, heck yeah. So,
Okay.
and
Okay.
are you bored now?
Now, no, my aunt used to have a two-tiered church organ, and
Okay.
for learning how to play, there were these this cardboard insert you would fold in half and stick at the end of the piano, and it would be over the keys telling you which keys are which. So you would
Yeah.
have to follow in the book. It would say to press these keys, and so that's kind of like what the colored tabs are.
hmm It's
Okay.
I would describe it as like somebody that's learning how to ride a bike. They have training wheels on first,
Yes.
and then
Now,
once you get it acclimated to this piano and learn a lot more, I'm gonna just most likely take the pat the actual stuff off. I may, I
yeah.
don't know. We'll see what happens. But yeah,
Now,
it's
now, as for being bored, I just finished a college textbook on
oh,
the
okay.
history. Yeah, it's called. I don't remember the exact title, but the subtitle is it's a history and study of sexuality since prehistory.
Sexual. Really?
And yeah, and a quarter of the book is just the bibliography and footnotes.
Oh, wow. That's a lot of
Yeah,
reference.
yeah, it is. It's like it's the last quarter of the book, and it's a fair sized thick section, which is just all the books and authors it referenced and got stuff from, and it's just wow.
Mm, okay. Are you liking it?
I'm gonna have to go through it again because as a
You're not sure.
textbook, it covers some really interesting things about people, but it has huge chapters on primates.
On Prime.
It's like,
Really?
yeah,
Okay.
you know,
Well, science
comparing,
always states that we came from primates, so
right, and it talks about how different primate sexuality is compared to human sexuality, and how, in a
you
way,
gotta love science.
parts of it is, well, parts of it is good, parts of it is not good. And I did learn that they have a section on birth control, and
I'm sorry.
they talk about. I know, but if you're talking about sex, we
It's
need to talk
funny.
about that part.
Yeah.
But they talk
Okay.
about condoms, and condoms have a different specifications in different parts of the country. It's not a one size fits all device. And you can laugh. Don't get ahead of me because you're gonna love this next part.
I'm sorry. The just the visual that comes to mind.
Oh, it gets better because there's a regulatory body which governs the size and dimensions of condoms sold in different areas of the world. I think I just broke Kelly. I think I just broke her. Well, tomorrow's show
I
will be well.
just
Next week will be in the
wow.
funny farm. Yeah, but there's a group of people
Everyone
who
that
determine the
watches
dimension.
this, you'll never realize, what what subjects we manifest here. I mean, wow. I just okay. Let me ask you
Hey,
something.
you guys are missing the meetings, the pre-show meetings, because this is the fun part. So
Let me ask you something. I watch. I'm going to ask
yes.
you it for what do you call it? I can't think of the word for it. I actually called the hangar a helicopter this morning. So I was like, oh, that's not a helicopter. That's a hangar. Anyway, um, uh, have you ever watched the movie Planet of the Apes?
The original, yes. The remake, not as often.
I don't know what you mean by the original and the remake.
The original 1960s with Roddy McDowell and Charlton Heston.
I don't know who that was. Okay. Um, was it in black
Right.
and white or in color, or were they
It
both in
was in
color?
color. It was in
Okay.
color.
Um,
But okay,
so
go
how
on.
about the new one then?
Yes, I'm not as impressed with the new one as I was with the originals.
When was the new one brought out?
Oh, 2000 something? It was
Okay,
after,
then I
yeah,
watched the new one.
yes.
Okay, so you're saying I should watch the old one versus the new one and compare. Okay.
Much better story.
Okay. Because I watched the new one and I thought to myself, wow. I mean, stupid me, but I was like, what the heck? What the heck? Why not? And it was right after I subscribed to Netflix again, and I started to watch that. So I really liked it. I didn't think I would because I'm not that type of person that would really like those kind of movies. So I need to check into the original one then to see
Mhm.
if I'd like it as much. So, yeah, but yeah, so you're liking your book.
I find it's interesting to see how sex has not just evolved over the years, but how different it is in different societies. So it is something, I mean, it is something to know of what the rest of the world is like, how it looks at things like how marriage is not, in other parts of the world, marriage is not how it is here in the States or other parts of the country, or how marriage has changed and how even the invention of agriculture has changed the roles that women had in the early days of the hunter-gatherer societies.
Okay.
So it is a really good book.
You'll have to send something to me, or I don't know, because you had mentioned something about that before to me.
I need your you,
So,
you need to give me your email so I can do that. I asked you twice for one.
okay, then I'll get right on it.
So please and thank you. Goodbye.
Sure. Oh, okay. You're going bye-bye now? Okay. Have a great day.
No, I'm not fighting with security again on the way out. It's bad enough. I'm going to be here for a while. No, just
Let me ask you something, because the
you
TBRs,
may have.
I may not tell you, I may not ask you. Okay, I won't ask you then.
No, no, no. I said I was going to say you can ask me anything you want.
Okay.
No topics off limits.
The Now the type of books that you like to read versus the type of books you don't like to read. What are the type of books that you don't like to read? I can't hear you.
Math
Okay, now
books.
you
Math
math
books. I
books.
don't like
Okay.
math. It's like as far it depends on my mood. I've read Harlequin romances. I've read adventure books. I've read a variety, but it depends on my mood or what strikes me as interesting going through the library. I'll go up and down all the shelves and like, oh, this title looks good or this story looks good. So I have a very eclectic library.
Hmm. Okay. So being eclectic, there's really not much you will say no to.
Right. I've picked up some books. I've gotten midway through them. I wonder, okay, maybe it was not such a good idea. No.
I took back the book Dune last night or yesterday. I'm I tried. I really did. Maybe I'm not in the right space for that
Well,
right now.
Dune is a thick, slow book. So yeah, it can be a problem. That's like I had friends who loved Ender's Game, and they bragged about what a wonderful story that was. And for me, it was a bit of a slog to get through,
Hmm.
you know.
Yeah.
But
Um,
no, some books are not for everybody.
no. Uh, the one book that I'm finishing up, I took back to the library, but I'm finishing up this book right here. I'll share it with y'all. This book I'm
That's
finishing up through Audible. Yeah,
okay.
the I mean it the beginning of the book itself takes you where this guy has billions at his disposal. You know, he has cancer and he has a number of families, extended families that he was with that don't give a damn about him, and they're looking at the final cut of what they're expected to get through his will, right? Well, and then we get onto the second chapter and we find out that this guy happens to be, well, not that they had. I mean, the lawyers had anticipated, the lawyer and the assistant had anticipated. He's no longer the guy with cancer. He's no longer the guy that is an invalid that's in a wheelchair. I mean, and he runs to the other side of the the building that he owns, and he jumps out the window and ki kills himself. But in the meantime, before he did that, he
Okay.
actually, you know, uh, ran a testament of what his will is. And then after everyone left, except for his assistant and attorney, um, then, or I think it was his attorney that was just listening to him. He said, "Well, this will that I just read sh- goes in the shredder. It went into the shredder, and then the one that he put into a manila envelope, took it out of the manila envelope, put it on his desk. He says, "This is my testament. This is what you guys are going to, push out." And then after that,
Yes.
he runs. He runs to the end of the building, and he jumps out the, the window and kills himself. And
Wow.
yeah, so that was the second chapter. So going into it more, well, she told me at the library, she said, "Well, you can have it." Yeah, and I'm like, "No, I already have it on Audible." I'm like, I would probably consider getting the book again. Actually, most likely, if I can get it uh, through e content, read it through my Kindle and listen it through Audible, it would be perfect. Because I don't technically need the book. So anyway, that was that book. This other book that I'm reading is on Kindle, and it's Matilda. Yes.
Okay.
This is such a cute book. Oh my gosh. This guy right here, Roald Dahl, he's the guy that created a number of children's books. For
Mhm.
instance, I don't know if you've seen it or not, or one of my earlier reviews of books, but it was called The Twits.
Oh, I think we talked about that.
Yeah, it was a cute book. This one is such a cute book, because I mean, heck, I mean, if you've seen, I don't know if you've even seen that movie, The Twits, not The Twits, the Matilda, um, with Danny DeVito and his wife Leah Pearlman, the lady from Cheers, the
Um,
the waitress from
Not that I'm
Cheers,
familiar with.
Danny DeVito. No,
Yes.
okay. Well, they do a
Oh yeah.
great job with the movie, but it's nowhere near what the aspect and the depiction of what the book is. This book itself, it's so cute, you know. Yeah,
Didn't wasn't she didn't the PBS have a series with her with that cartoon? Or am I thinking someone else?
I don't know.
Because
Are you on your phone or
I'm
on your
familiar with the
laptop?
character. I'm on my phone because my laptop won't let me connect to Messenger. So,
Matilda, you said
but
Matilda
I can, yeah, because I remember that used to be
on
like a
PBS.
half-hour
Oops,
series on PBS.
PBS. I'm looking on Google right now. I don't see. Watch Matilda, watch for free online. Chill movie. I don't think so. eBay. Da da da. No. Oh, here,
Matilda on
Matilda.
PBS.
Broadway something PBS. Oh, 29 minutes. Here, I'll show it. I'll show it. No, I don't want to load the player. I'm just gonna share. Oops, stop screen. Share screen. And I'll share this one now instead. This is what you're talking about, right? The musical? It
No,
wasn't music.
I
Was
just
it a
know that
musical?
I just know that I used to see it on PBS, but I never really watched it. But the title's familiar, so
Okay.
I thought it was. I thought they also had a half-hour animated sequel. Oh well.
What? I don't know. Um, was Matilda a real person?
Well, Wednesday I go. Wednesday I go and fill out paperwork for you.
For your
I am
apartment?
not familiar. I am not all that familiar with the character.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, Wednesday I go fill out paperwork for my apartment.
Okay. Well, good luck with that.
So it means I have to start organizing things here and things I'm not looking forward to doing, but have to be done. So yay.
Well, you know what? What is it? What do you call it? Without strife, there is no progress. There you go. There's
Hmm.
my quote for the day. Without strife, there's
Interesting.
no progress. Yes. And this one to I tried to come on, you little Hunyuk. No, not what I want either. Remove this. Remove. Stop screen. There you go. And then we're going to share the screen again. This is why I need
Stop sharing.
whatchamacallit, a director.
Producer.
No, producer. Yes.
You need a flunky.
So
The woman with the blue.
this one I was listening to on Scribed, and I didn't. I think was it Scribed or was it the library? I don't remember. One of the two. Anyhow, I did not like the narrator, so I'm gonna check it out myself. The physical book itself. Um, it's about Sadie Galt. She's 18 years old, living with her parents amid the horrors of the Krakow Krakow ghetto during World War II. When the Nazis liquidate the ghetto, Sadie and her pregnant mother are forced to seek a refuge in the perilous sewers beneath the city. Once Sadie looks up through a gate and sees a girl about her own age buying flowers. So Alice Stepanek is a fluent Polish girl living a life of relevant ease. Okay, da 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 da. So, um, what it's historical fiction, World War II. So to me, that book, I'm getting into reading historical fiction and history. May, from the that last book, The Personal Librarian. I really like that book because it shared with me a lot of historical facts, and I learned a lot more about J.P. Morgan and the personal librarian Bell. So
Okay.
it's sad that she had to live as a white woman, or she was able to pass as a white woman, but it was sad. It's a sad commentary that back then, even now, it's you can pass, but at the same time, it's like you have to live one over the other, one identity over the other identity so
Not a
that
lot has
you can
changed in a couple hundred years. Yes.
no. Far from it. Yeah. Then the other one that oh, that's not what I wanted. Oh, okay, that's why. Okay. Then the other two books that I picked up, this one, I was listening to it on audio, and I would rather read it. So what happens is that
in 5 years.
in the first sentence, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Okay. So when type A Manhattan lawyer Danny Cohen is asked this question at the most important interview of her career, she has meticulously crafted an answer at the ready. Later, after nailing her interview and accepting her boyfriend's marriage proposal, Danny goes to sleep, knowing she is right on track to achieve her 5 year plan. But when she wakes up, she's suddenly in a different apartment with a different ring on her finger, and besides, a very different man.
Hmm.
The television news is on in the background, and she can't just make out the scrolling date. It's the same it's the same night, December 5th, but 15th, but it's 2025, 5 years in the future.
Oh,
Okay. So after a very intense, shocking hour, Danny wakes again at the brink of midnight back in 2020. She can't shake what has happened. It certainly felt much more than merely a dream, but she isn't the kind of person who believes in visions. So that's nonsense. Is all that nonsense is only charming coming from free spirited types like her lifelong best friend Bella. Determined to ignore the odd experience, she files it away in the back of her mind.
okay.
To me, it would be it sounds like it's gonna be a cute book. Um,
Okay.
oh, she's the author of the dinner list. I should check that out and see if I want to read it too. Anyhow, but the piece de resistance happens to be this last book. Are you ready for it?
Sure.
Okay, here we go.
Pause. Bum, bum, bum. Stephen King. Billy
Yeah.
Summers.
You want to read that, or can you see it or no?
No, you can read it.
So Billy Summers is a man in a room with a gun. He's a killer for hire and the best in the business. But he'll do the job only if the target is truly a bad guy. And now Billy wants out. But first there is one last hit. Billy is among the best snipers in the world and a decorated Iraq war vet, a Houdini when it comes to vanishing after the job is done. So what could possibly go wrong? How about everything?
Yeah.
I got it because of the fact that, it's one of Stephen King's last novels so far. The other one that I listened to on I can't remember where I listened to it, but anyhow, it was oh God, it was what was it? Featuring Lord have mercy, I'm trying to think.
Well, it does
Uh,
sound like a different type of story than he usually writes.
really? You think so?
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't sound where because Stephen King usually writes horror and stuff, and this doesn't seem, it's has a setting which it sounds different from his usual fare.
Well, I have a number of Stephen King's books in my bedroom right now, and oh, I didn't know his middle name was Edwin. Okay. I
Okay.
didn't. I didn't. I'm trying to think what book that was. It just came out this year or last year. Do you remember? I mean, do you uh it has a because it features a young boy. I can't remember the boy's name, but it features a young boy, his mother, and her best friend. And the young boy can see ghosts, the dead people.
Just like the Sixth Sense.
Yeah, so
Okay.
similar to that.
All right.
Um, oh God, Lord. What is that book? Oh, I'm gonna look for it. 1 second.
Oh, I just picked up The Fifth Element. Haven't seen that
Did
movie in a
you?
while. Yeah, it's a good movie. I haven't, and it was on sale, so I thought, what the heck?
Oh, cool. You gonna watch it again?
It's yeah, I
I'm
like I
definitely gonna watch
it's
it.
nice. It's nice to see the Bruce Willis comedies, and I would still like to see a movie with him and Sybil Shepherd together, and not necessarily a moonlighting movie, but just the two of them interacting together because they made a good comedic
Okay.
couple.
Nuts. He has got a lot of books. He's got over a
Stephen
thousand
King,
books.
yes.
Yes,
You can go camping with him.
I can.
Yeah, he takes people on an overnight camping trip up in Maine. You sign up
Um,
for it, you go out, you canoe to a spot, you set up camp, you cook, and he tells ghost stories at night. It's really fun. So, uh,
hmm. Where is it? Oh, right here.
right here,
Later.
it's over here.
Okay. This is the book. Oh my God. I feel stupid. That's all right.
No, he's got
I
a
feel
thousand books. You
really.
got to wade through, a lot of his catalog.
So this is the book that I was talking about. I actually listened to it. It made me laugh. It really
Which
did. So
what
basically what it is that it's
I
called
can I
Later.
later. Okay, there we go. Later.
It's called Later.
Oh,
Uh in fact it was published in March of
okay.
this year. So sometimes growing up means facing your demons. The son of a struggling a single mother, Jamie Conklin, just wants an ordinary childhood. But Jamie is no ordinary child. Born with an unnatural ability, his mom urges him to keep secret. Jamie can see what no one else can see and learn what no one else can learn. But the cost of using his ability is higher than Jamie can imagine, as he discovers when the NYPD detective draws him into a pursuit of a killer who has threatened to strike from beyond the grave. Later is Later is the Stephen King at his finest, a terrifying and touching story of innocence, lost, and the trials that test our sense of right and wrong with echoes of King's classic novel It. Later is a powerful, haunting, unforgettable exploration of what it takes to stand up to evil in all the faces it wears. Interesting.
Hmm.
Interesting.
Okay.
So I'm going to. Didn't I read a review on this? Yes, I did. Later by Stephen King was definitely a different kind of read listen. Please check out my review. Well, okay, let's check out Kelly's review of
Oh
what this
no.
is.
Bum, bum, bum. So, what are your plans for Thanksgiving?
My plans are to eat a lot.
That's kind of a.
Yes, my plans are to eat a lot. Oh, here we go.
And I sort of watching ourselves watch a video of ourselves.
No, no, no. Can you hear it?
I know I cannot hear it. You should know what they're talking about. You were there 1,000 years ago.
Okay. All right. Well, anyway, that's on there now. You guys can watch it if you want to watch it. I'm not going to go through it, but it's a really good review. It was when was when I mean seriously, I started doing this back the end of January, and this was April 1st.
Right.
So, yeah, and it got
Okay.
24 reviews so far.
Well,
So,
well, 24, that's not bad.
yeah.
Well,
Um,
my thing for Thanksgiving is I have to get on the Food Network website and print up some recipes for things like creamed carrots, like I made last year. I'm going to make them again this year for myself. So I'm
Okay.
at the deli picking up some sliced turkey breasts, and I want to get what I need to make a turkey gravy. I'm going to get about six potatoes, so I can make a nice mashed potatoes and stuff for myself. And I was
You're
invited
making me
to a
hungry
friend's,
already.
and I was invited. Well, then maybe you might be. I was invited to a friend's place. And they're like, bring a dish. I'm like, what kind of dish? It's like, well, maybe dessert. And it's like, make a pie. And I asked for like a pumpkin. They said, no, though pumpkin's not really holiday, for Thanksgiving. It's like,
Mm.
so they gave me a list of pies, and I'm going through a list. It's like apple, no, pump, a pumpernickel pie. So I gotta go look that up.
You gotta have a pumpkin pie. Pumpkin pie is a staple for Thanksgiving.
But I'm not buying it's like I gotta get. I know I can get a can of like pumpkin stuff. It's just that, but going through this list and looking at. So I'm going to print out several of the different recipes and see which ones I can get. I mean, because
There you go.
a pumpernickel pie, I wouldn't even know what that is.
What is pumpernickel pie? I have no idea.
I mean,
Pumpernickel pie. Pumpernickel
sounds, it sounds,
pie.
it sounds like an insult.
um,
But
Cass is being naughty now.
because I could see a pie. I don't know what kind of a pie
Pumpernickel
that would
pie
be.
crust.
Okay,
Pumpernickel pie on Facebook. I'll share my screen. Oh,
so it's a pie.
no, I don't want the artist. I don't care about the artist.
There's an artist
That
named Pumpernickel.
there's an artist called Pumpernickel Pie on Facebook.
We are doomed as a society. We truly are.
I mean, come on.
We're going
Wow.
over the edge into the
Oh, that looks
abyss.
good. Is that pumpernickel pie? Oh, that looks delicious. Here, I'll show you. I'll show you. I gotta find my screen. There we go.
Because I'm
Share.
not going to make something it's like I normally don't eat food that I can't pronounce. I'm not going to make
There.
something I can't.
Can you see that?
Yeah, I can see that.
That is looks yummy.
That looks complicated.
Well, punker.
Punker, punker pickle.
I can't even speak anymore.
Just
Pumpernickelandrye.com. Okay.
okay.
That looks good though, doesn't it? Yum. I gotta stop looking at food. I
Okay.
need to,
I know.
cause I,
I know how to make. I know how to make ham. I can do ham.
I gotta eat
And
some ham. Okay.
I mean, but pumpernickel. Okay.
It looks good. It
But
looks like
but I've got to
pecans in
but,
there
but I've
too.
got to print out these recipes. I mean, I've got pie tins and stuff here, and if it uses just a regular um pie crust, I'm good there. I just need to fill it. But if I got to make my own pie crust, that means I got to drag the blenders out.
Well,
So,
you can easily buy a pie crust
well,
from the
yeah, that's what I
grocery
said. But if I
store.
got to make it, but if it requires a certain type of crust, excuse me,
Yeah.
then I have to make the crust from scratch rather than use just regular pie crust.
I would just rather buy, you know, if Quick Trip, it would be nice if Quick Trip has it. I don't know if they do or not, but uh, I would rather just buy the pie. The only thing that I'm missing from my Thanksgiving lunch supper is the pie. The what do you call it? The pumpkin pie. Oh, and probably
Okay.
because I'll have to get some more Cool Whip. But yeah, that's the only. But Cass and I, we're gonna hunker down and we're just gonna enjoy it to ourselves. I bought I think less than a 10 pound. turkey, and me and her are gonna have a good old time, you know.
Okay.
And I am
I got four.
huh?
I got
What?
four invites this year. I got four invites this year. I finally narrowed it down to one. So
Okay. Cool. Yeah. I if even if I got invites, I don't no, no. I mean, I wanna I mean, no. I just like last year, well then again last year was nobody was going anywhere. So, yeah, that was an interesting year. Just like this one, this is an interesting year too. So, yeah. Um, oh, I'm gonna watch Charlie Brown Thanksgiving tomorrow night. It's supposed to be on PBS. I don't know about you.
okay.
It's supposed to be on at 7:30. So I'm gonna watch that tomorrow
Oh,
night.
okay.
So it's kind of like
Tomorrow night, I'm
your what?
hmm, I'm not. I know what I'm doing tomorrow morning and afternoon, but I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow night.
Hmm. Okay. Yeah. Because throughout the rest of the week is, just um, playing with my piano, practicing my piano,
See,
and
you can get away with this because you're able to show your organ on YouTube. I can't show my organ on YouTube without there being a problem.
I showed my organ on YouTube already.
I
I
know. I can't show you
and it
mine
makes
because
lots of
that would
sounds too. It makes me feel
um
good.
yes, well I know that it's nice to play with. You've got a good sized one.
And it
You know,
pleases everybody too.
it sounds just like my organ. It makes
Really?
people happy. So
Really? Okay.
yes,
If you say so.
I have proof.
I'm glad you
I can get affidavits of proof. So
okay. I'm glad you can get proof. Wow, Scott, we went really into the weeds on that one.
I at least I waited. I didn't. I've been waiting like 30 minutes to drag that joke out. So I'm doing pretty
Oh
well.
my God. Yeah, yeah, oh yeah. But the one thing I'm noticing about I'm hoping the MIDI cord when I get it will fix the problem because I'm playing it and all of a sudden it's not registering on the screen. It's like, really? How hard do I have to play it? I mean, seriously, when it came and set it up yesterday, it was all the way on high for the volume,
Hmm.
and to do the bass, do the bass itself, you can connect bass to it because it's got two speakers. But if you put the bass to it, that's like 125 bucks. It's like,
Yeah.
really? Hmm. It's considerable. I might just get that too. We'll see. But at the same time, it's like I'm so happy. I'm so blessed,
Well, that's
and
the important thing.
the I didn't tell you though. Um, what was it? I went on Amazon, and you know, prior to all this happening, I wanted to get it on credit, whatever it was, to do that, right? And so I checked it out, and I'm like, you know what? If it's in your will, you're gonna let me have this with this card. And
Hmm.
lo and behold, I got approved for the card. It's an Amazon store card, so it's like a minor credit card, Yeah,
Yes.
I think so too. Um, and because I'm a Prime member, yay. And I have this now, it's like, yay. So I get 5% back, using as a charge card, if you will, versus
All right.
no percentage. I'll pay the whole thing up every single month. But, It's awesome. I love it. I love it. And yeah, it was just a good omen saying, you know what? Here's your early Christmas present. So yes, I'm extremely happy. So
Well, that's nice. So,
yes, yes, it is. But anyway, is that all we got today?
um, I'm pretty much talked out for now.
Okay, awesome. Well, thanks for joining. Um, thanks for anybody on the replay. So I'm Kelly. That's Scott.
Scott,
I
yep, right
can't
here,
I can't do
right
that.
here.
Um,
I
but
mean, this you
yeah,
can't do this.
well,
Right here.
with my left
Try,
hand, I
try,
couldn't.
try your
There
other
we
hand.
go.
There we
Doot,
go.
doot,
See?
doot, 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 doot.
Okay. By the way, when I point down
So,
here, this is not my organ. Okay. So I'm just pointing my name.
no. Yeah,
My
that's your
organ.
name. I'm sorry. I can't. There, where is it? There, there,
There. Yeah, there you go.
there
There.
I am.
It's
There I
right
am. There you, oops, there.
there.
I'm sorry. Yeah, we're just acting
Yeah,
foolish now.
we almost
But
need to
anyway,
put up a mirror to. We also need to put up a mirror to fix the mirror image on the phone.
oh, is that what you got going on? Okay.
No, I am lounging in my nice recliner in my living room. I'm finally home for the next week. Yay!
I was debating on whether or not I want to just be in the living room for this, but I'm like, you know what? I'll wing it. So I have
Well,
everything
I had
connected
I was tempted to be in the bottle when you called, but I thought it's too early for that.
in the bottle. Wow. Not even noon and you want to be in the bottle. Okay.
I have a nice bottle.
I bet you do.
Yes.
I am bad. Figuratively speaking, I am so bad.
I'm gonna go now before I say something that's gonna make things even worse. So I'll let you have the
Yeah.
last word.
All right. You all have a great day. Thanks for coming and thanks for watching the replay. You guys enjoy your Thanksgiving. I will see you next Saturday after Black Friday and let me know what you guys got if you care to join. Blah blah blah. But have a great time. Enjoy your family or enjoy the arguments, whatever you want to look at.
All
And
right,
I will see you then.
I will be playing live the 22nd in Madison at the Burr Oaks again on Winnebago. So it's gonna be just before Thanksgiving, so it'll be a holiday themed um comedy show.
Are you going
And
to be live?
it'll be posted on my
Okay.
Facebook account afterwards. So
Okay. All right. Cool. Well, then tune into that, you guys. Have a great day. Bye.
bye.